It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. And it's all up next.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Short kick taken just inside the 20. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
He's going to air one out right away. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting... Man, that is a pick all day long, and as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the 1st down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield past the sticks and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on a punt for Dallas. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. To return is Williams. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. and they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league, and really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense, just turned out to be a better throw.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical...
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, so replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
That's the score. Bengals 7, Cowboys nothing.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Yeah! Hey, what do you think? Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and
Here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah! Here we go!
Back to throw is Prescott. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Prescott. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Returnable from the 17. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Bengals offense ready for their 2nd possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. Now a timeout, Cincinnati. That's their 2nd.
Gun.
They bring Chase in motion. Burrow. Quickly, this one out to Chase. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
There's no doubting the fact, Mike, they've made a clear point in saying we need to get this guy the ball as often as possible. And so far, they've had great success when they have gotten him the ball. I think defensively at some point, you've got to find a way to get this duo out of this rhythm or they're going to be in for a long game.
And they will take their final timeout of this half. And of note, since they're out of timeouts, they cannot challenge for the remainder of this half.
Here we go.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action for Burrow. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow now. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game.
And he's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, this is going to be a long day for this defense.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Yeah, here we go.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. He'll manage only a couple. Sam Hubbard, they're on the tackle. Look him up on a second down and 8. Now Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest. Here's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Burrow. Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. The defense puts 2 points on the board with a safety. But, Greg, a lot of credit, not just to the defense, but special teams as well.
Give that assist here, Mike, to the punter. Just the play ago, being able to pin that offense deep inside their own territory leads directly to that 2-point safety.
Yeah, here we go. A 1st down throw for Prescott.
He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
2nd and a yard.
Hey, here we go.
They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of
Musical
plow this one
notes.
up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Boy.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. What do you think?
Prescott now. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
To throw is Dak. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
Play action now. Prescott. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by DJ Turner.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense. Still first down.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at
Delay
the
of
clock.
game.
Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion. To throw is Burrow. And he's going to be taken down back at the 2-yard line. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
I'm not sure any play has a greater impact in altering a game than forcing a safety on defense. Not only do you get the 2 points, but you give the ball back to your offense to try to add more on.
Here we go.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
On 1, ready?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. To the middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it'll be 3rd down.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own, and at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Now Dowdle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, able to get 8 on 3rd and 5. We are through 1. It's the Bengals on top. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wait.
They'll stay on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Here we go.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
What do you think?
Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. The Cowboys will cut the deficit down to 4. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase getting set for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Right?
Burrow to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. Deron Bland. Good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly, and even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Get set.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them
Delay of game.
5.
Offense. Still second down.
On 1, ready? Gun. Dot.
Gesicki, the man in motion. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Here we go.
3rd and long.
Dot.
Throwing is Burrow. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And a short field awaits. Fair catch taken on this side of midfield. The Cowboys offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I said, what do you think?
Here's Dak to throw. The open man is Tolbert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second down and 8.
Yeah, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. To the left side, caught by Lamb. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
Here we go, here we go. What do you think?
Now a give on the ground. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
There's a guy, Mike, who just refuses to go down. You'd love to see the old school kind of stiff arm. Get off me. Ability to break these tackles and still pick up big yards.
They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal.
What do you think?
Dak to throw. This one caught at the 4.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Yeah! Here we go! I said, what do you think?
To throw is Prescott. That is caught to the goal line and in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion. A 1st down throw for Burrow. Now he'll run.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there! 26!
And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. They face 2nd down and 7.
Yeah!
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
This fielded at the 3. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here.
That penalty is declined.
Let's get set!
Now Brown.
The ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, and you take them down for a loss.
Gun.
3rd and long. On the ground, it's Brown. Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. That is the danger of the play calling down there, Greg. Try to stretch it out, can't get there, and it's going to cost them 2 points.
Most often, Mike, anytime you're backed up, the idea is to try to get the running back running downhill at the defense. For that exact reason, he got bounced out wide. They were able to string the play out towards the sideline, and it results in the safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
On the play fake, Dak. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Second down, Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. They'll get 19 out of that play. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
First down, Prescott. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Dallas. Now Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. The Cowboys add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Going up top. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Burrow. He's going to try it here again. And penalty flags come in as it... contact there.
Here we go.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow now. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because
here we go.
from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Well, they have not been shy about looking his way in the first half. Already 7 catches, and we've yet to hit halftime. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. To throw is Burrow. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking.
Here we go.
Just wasn't quite meant to be.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. 4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals will cut into that lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8 and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get him a 1st down here across midfield and down to the 45. To throw is Dak. He keeps it himself. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the 1st down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
On 2, ready?
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So it's halftime here in Arlington with the Cowboys in front. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in...
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, Burrow. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And he's got another one. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals have cut the deficit to 5. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll go with a counter on first down. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
What do you think?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take. What do you think?
Prescott now. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. Taken in at the 8. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They bring Chase in motion. Burrow now to throw on first down. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
On one, ready?
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That's clinic tape here by the receiver. He identifies quickly it's man coverage, and you've got a go route. You've got to stack that defender. Get on top of him and make him play through your body to contest the throw. This ball's thrown with better accuracy. Not only is it a big completion, but he's got a chance to take this thing the distance.
1-1, ready?
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Pistol now for Prescott. Toward the sideline, that's pulled in by Lamb. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. A quick slant taken by Lamb. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott. The ball's out. The Bengals have got it. He gets free. A big effort for the defense to come up not only with the fumble, but a very good return. And the offense, Greg, is in business. It's 1st and goal.
Great awareness, Mike, by the defender, not only to secure the recovery, but then to turn into a runner. Thought he was going to score for a minute, but either way, his offense now is in prime position, 1st and goal, hoping to capitalize.
The visitors' offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And they start in the best possible situation. It is 1st and goal.
Gun. Shot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal.
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will cut the deficit down to 2.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. And angling for the sideline, but that ball will go out of bounds, so they try to pin them deep with a directional kick, but it backfires. With the ball out of bounds, it'll come out to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! What it take? What it take?
We'll go play action. It's Prescott. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Offense.
Yeah! Here we go! What it take?
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. To the outside, looked in by Lamb.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Yeah! What it take?
Play fake. Prescott. That one. Downfield for Cooks. And the Bengals will take over at their own 15.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They trail by 2. And will start this drive with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
It's a very fine line, Mike, for a quarterback when he escapes the pocket is how long do I remain a passer and when do I turn into a runner? And you can see the quarterback kind of going back and forth here, and
Here we go.
probably would have been better off just throwing this one away, but instead...
Oh, he tried to get away, but he can't break free, and that is going to be a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have a clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Yeah. What do you think?
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
On 2nd down, it's Dak. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think? What do you think?
On 3rd down, Prescott. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills. And you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup. Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Gun gun.
Third and long. Here's Burrow. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm one, ready?
Man in motion, heading left. A first down throw for Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase.
What's the old saying, Mike? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And at this point, there's just really no reason to not just continue to target him. He's been running free all game long, and you can see the numbers. They bear that out. It's evident right from the start that they were going to look his way early and often, and I think it turned out to be a pretty good game plan.
Here we go.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout.
Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion. Second down, Burrow. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
Here we go.
On first down, Burrow. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bengals 33, Cowboys 30.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. On the play fake, Dak. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
On 2nd down, they run the counter. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
This fielded at his own 1. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Into space at the 45. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Well, Mike, sometimes we try to make NFL football a lot harder than it is. When you have a reliable target like this, and he just continues to get open and you realize the defense simply can't cover him, there's no reason to look anywhere else. Not only has he put together a tremendous game statistically, but he's just been flat out dominant.
Second and a yard.
Here we go, here we go.
Now, Burrow. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
They can still pick up a first down here.
Here we go.
They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Burrow. It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick. Is good. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
47. 46.
Now Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Hey, kill!
Prescott now. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah! 26.
They'll throw again. Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. Again, Prescott to the air. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. They face 2nd down and 7. Prescott again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Here's 3rd and 2. To the air again. Prescott. He'll look underneath here and find Dowdle. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
It is 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
On for the PAT is Aubrey.
Reno, alert, unlock line, roll.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. He's to midfield.
All right, good effort, just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A carry here for Brown. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
Here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Let's get set.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal.
Gun. Dot. Here we go.
So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd down.
What do you think?
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.